Hello everybody and welcome to another video. If you are new, hey girl, welcome. If you're not new, hey girl, welcome back. Hello. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Listen, if you do not know me, my name is Joy and I'm the fat girl. Listen, I'm the fat girl that everybody loves. Hello. No, but seriously, I absolutely love creating content and creating just lifestyle content, plus size center content, fashion, cooking. I just love creating the type of content that helps make your life a little bit easier. That's my goal. If I can have one wish, but I don't need a lot of wishes, cause I'll be okay if I get one. Girl, did you not see Ray J at the Versus? The question is, girl, did you see Pleasure P?
Down in front of the players. Let's go, P.
I'm not even gonna get into that. See how you try to goat me into that? If I have one wish, you'll be my boo. But my goal, if I had one goal, or one wish with my content on my YouTube channel, it would be to be a plus size resource to not only encourage, uplift, and empower plus size women and people all over the world, but to be a resource. So if you need help with something, you're trying to find something, it's like, listen, I need a strapless bra, I need a good pair of drawers that go over my stomach, I need shoes that strap around the ankles. You know what they say, strap around the ankles. Oh, Bojangles. Okay, I don't know what it is with me, girl. I'm singing all the songs today, but I want to be that resource. So if you are looking for resources to help you, you know what I'm saying, have just, a little bit more of a soft life, because we're giving rich auntie vibes. It's cranberry juice. Make sure that you subscribe, put your bell on, so that way you can be notified each and every time that I go live, that I upload a video. So today we're going to do a car chat without my car because it is raining outside. And not only is it raining, but it's super late and dark. So I decided to do a couch conversation instead of a car chat. So hopefully you don't mind. But we received a letter. Let me look over here so I can get the letter pulled up. You're not looking directly into my eyes, Joy. Okay, girl. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read the email. The only thing that I ask is that you be courteous of others' opinions. Sometimes people have opinions based on different perspectives, and it may not be your opinion, or you may not understand their opinion, which you absolutely don't have to. I just ask that you respect it, right? Because opinions are, they're welcomed. Okay, so dear Joy, my name is Courtney. First and foremost, I want to thank you for being there for us. I am what would be considered a SSBBW. Sometimes I feel so confident and other times I don't. I am possibly going on a blind date tomorrow. This was on the 24th, so this was 2 days ago. And I'm nervous. Yes, he knows about my size, but I started thinking about things from sitting in a booth to chairs with arms. Goodness, I never realized how complicated things can be. I also seen your post about eating in public, and that even crossed my mind. I know I am more than my weight and deserving of love. You could give a sister some advice. Could you give a sister some advice on dating as a SSBBW? Thank you for your time and all you do. Sincerely, Courtney. Well, first of all, shout out to Courtney, y'all. Say what's up to Courtney down there in the comments, or if you're watching, you know what I'm saying, make sure you holler. Okay, make sure you holler at our girl, Courtney. What up, Court? So, let me just say this. Y'all pretty much who know me. And for the most part, I am very vocal and I verbalize what I want. And I could not imagine talking to someone or dating someone that I didn't feel comfortable enough to say to them, listen, man, I'm being for real. Because I feel like, I don't know what it is about men, but there's a couple of different things that happen. Men will talk to you and, lead you on and string you along because they're bored or for many different reasons, and they will get you somewhere and embarrass you. They do stuff like that. That is a possibility. But more often than none, in my experience, I always make sure that I avoid those types of circumstances and situations and make sure that people are clear what we're doing. And even then, I still don't trust you. So these are my tips. I'm not telling anybody what to do. That's why I'm doing a Dear Joy this way, so that the queens can get down below in the comments and they can help you, you know what I'm saying, kind of navigate this situation. Hopefully by the time you've seen this, you went on your date, everything was fine, and you had a good time. But it could be that you may be dating again in the future, or, you would like to see someone else. So I definitely want to just let you know what I'll do when I'm dating. So when I'm dating, I'm going to always be very transparent and upfront, right? But I'm going to let someone know because I'm very straightforward. What kind of car you got? Right? If I'm riding in their car, that's why one of the main reasons why I don't like to be picked up on first dates is because I need to get to know you. I need to know what kind of car you drive, so that way I know what the dimensions are of your seating and whether I can fit in the car or not. I mean, that's important, but I also need to know about safety. Typically, me personally, for first dates, I go to Starbucks. I always like to go to Starbucks first thing in the morning before work. If you can meet me in the morning before work, that means that 9 times out of 10, I've got to go to work. You got to go to work. So there's no sex going to happen on the first day because we have to leave. And that when there's a cooling off period, that gives me time to think and kind of work through what happened and decide how I feel about you. Because sometimes you can get caught up in the moment, and depending on the circumstances and the right lighting and you taking, you feeling a certain type of way, things can get derailed really, really quick. But I find that when I go to Starbucks, I have my focus on work anyway, because I have worked and went to school and used a Wi-Fi so much at Starbucks that my mind is not really in a dating type feel. I have to go to work, so I'm a little bit more relaxed. I'm not as nervous. Something about not being in a certain type of clothing makes me feel, it's like I'm going to be nice and presentable. Like, for example, I would wear this to meet you at Starbucks. Like, I'm going to meet you at Starbucks. It ain't, I'm not going to look like, oh, I did too much, but I'm not going to be sloppy. With Starbucks, you don't have to worry about the seating. There's always enough seating. There's also going to be a way for you to position yourself in Starbucks where you can see who's coming and going. You can also almost have a really good 360 view of the parking lot where you parked and where that person parked. So that way you can be a little bit in control in that, hey, this is how a date would go with me for a first date. First of all, I'm not going to let you know that I'm ready to meet you, right? You don't need preparation. I'm a woman. I need preparation. You as a man don't need no preparation. All you got to do is wash your ass, put your pants on, get your wallet, and get in the car and meet me. You don't really have much preparation. So to 9 times out of 10, I know that I'm going to be ready to meet you probably within a couple of days. So what I like to do is spring it on you. Hey, I'm up here by so-and-so, mind you, which is going to be nowhere near where I live at, but close to where they live at, right? And I'm going to say, hey, I was wondering, did you want to meet me up here? They're going to be like, oh, sure, what time? Oh, why don't you meet me up here? What time you got to be to work? Oh, I got to be to work at 11. Why don't you meet me up here at 10, 9:30, 10 o'clock? Let's grab a cup of coffee. That way you can kind of get their vibes. 9 times out of 10, it's a man, they're visual, they're going to want to see you. I've not yet had a man tell me no when I've done that. I've never had a man say to me, nope, I don't want to see you. I typically don't give them any type of notice. I don't give them any kind of warning. I just say, hey, listen, what's up? You want to go to coffee tomorrow? Because I'm trying to get from behind the phone. I'm trying to get from behind the computer as quick as possible. Because I don't want to waste a whole bunch of my time doing a whole bunch of talking. And then I've learned from the past, I don't want to waste my time doing a whole bunch of talking in person. And then we get in person and nothing pops off. I'm not really feeling that, right? So, for me, I'm number one going to be very upfront and honest and let that person not know how that I'm insecure, but just let them know, listen, this is how I'm presenting. I'm fat for real. Like, I'm not, like, I'm fat for real. Like, I need chairs with no arms. That's if you don't want to do the morning date thing. But if you trust me, I'm telling you, the morning date is the best way, because let me tell you why. If things work out, you can see him on a real date in a couple of days. Don't ever meet with somebody more than once on the same day. That's you too eager, you too thirsty. Tell him, go home, go to work, have time to think about it, process how you feel. Then later on in the day, they're probably going to reach out to you. And at that time, that gives you a little bit of time to say, okay, you know what? I want to know more. I'm interested. Let's keep talking and get from behind the computer. That's the biggest. If I were to give any advice, the biggest advice is not even about dating as a plus size woman. And I know that's what you want. You want specific advice for when you're a certain size. But listen, in order for other people, ergo men, to view us as women independent of our size, we first have to minimize our own fat phobic ass ways. Okay? Because I don't know who told anybody that fat people can't get kidnapped. I mean, hello? It puts the lotion in the basket.
It places the lotion in the basket.
It puts the lotion in the basket. Okay? So we have to be safe as women alone, not just as plus size women. I just feel like sometimes I have been known to make that mistake and put myself in a category as just a plus size woman or just a BBW or just the SSBBW, and I'm only thinking of a situation from that perspective, but yet I'm expecting other people to view me as a normal woman. I hope that this transcends and translates in the conversation that I'm trying to have, because I'm talking to you like how I would talk to myself. I'm not going to tell you how to date from a SSBBW point of view, because you don't need that person to see you from an SSBBW point of view. You need them to see you as a woman. You need to present as a woman. If you present as a woman who happens to be plus size and not a plus size woman, they're going to treat you as a woman. So as a woman, protect yourself. As a woman, don't put yourself in a position to be embarrassed or uncomfortable. If someone does something to you, don't be reactionary. Respond. There's a difference between reacting to what someone does to you and responding. A reaction would be to shut down, minimalize yourself, and then internalize the reason why what's happening is happening to you. Base it, be your race, your size, your weight, whatever the case may be. A response is, maybe I didn't like this person this time, and maybe we didn't click, and I'm glad I found out early, and I'm not going to talk to them anymore because I want something different. So we should be more responsive and less reactive. I'm a reactor because I be like, oh, what? You said what? I'm very much so a reactor. So I'm learning to be more responsive and set my boundaries and say, you know what? Thank you for meeting me, but I don't feel comfortable. I'm going to call it a day. That's a response. You know what I'm saying? So let me just say this. It could be one of two things could be happening, girl. Right? Maybe your subconscious is not really feeling this man, right? Just hear me out. You think you feeling them, but something about them is giving you the heebie-jeebies. But instead of you addressing the fact that, you know what, I'm having second thoughts about this person, we internalize what we're feeling and say, oh, the apprehension must be because I'm insecure about myself, right? And let me say another thing. I noticed that you said, sometimes I feel so confident and other times I don't. I want to talk about this as it relates to being a plus-size woman or a woman who's overweight or even just someone who deals with insecurities. So you don't have to be on both ends of the spectrum. Sometimes people say, oh, you got to be delusional and say, oh, I'm completely confident all the time. Or you got to be on the opposite of that spectrum and say, oh, I don't feel secure about myself today, so that means I'm insecure. No. Being insecure can be a temporary state. It doesn't have to be a characteristic of your personality. You can feel, as a woman, as a human being, it is completely natural to second guess yourself at one point or another in your life. Or at one point or the other at a time. That doesn't mean you as a person is insecure or operating as the characteristics of being an insecure person. I don't believe that. And I think that, and I'm not going to get into this because I know y'all going to think I'm preaching, but I think that it's internalized fat phobia that we have where we think, oh man, if I'm not 100% confident all the time, then I'm insecure. No, that doesn't mean that at all. So I'm not going to go on and on and on and on and on, but I did want to just come in and do this Dear Joy really, really quick and give a shout out to Courtney and thank you for asking this question. If you feel like somewhere along the way that you need a Dear Joy, definitely please send me an email. Let me know if you want to be anonymous or not. And I just would have to say to any woman who is in the dating world, be upfront about your needs, okay? You deserve, and I just want to say this, y'all. I know some people going to be like, ugh. You deserve to have what it is that you want out of life. You deserve to have what it is that you want out of a man, a relationship, and dating. You need to be upfront, honest, and sincere about how you feel with your dating life. Eat if you're hungry. You gotta eat. Eat. If you don't want to eat, don't eat. Drink if you want to. If you don't. There are no rules, in my opinion, when it comes to how you go about assessing a situation. Be you. Just think of things outside of the box and make a plan, right? If you're dating someone, just try it. Try a day date. Go to a place that you're familiar with that's not too close to home so that way you can be comfortable, but at the same time alert and be ready just in case you gotta. Because sometimes you just got to. Because they will try. Listen. Beauty is a state of mind, not body. My mind is stuck on gorgeous. What are you thinking? Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put your bell on so you can be notified. Thank you for watching this couch conversation, a.k.a. a car chat inside the house because we're just braided outside. I love you and I will see you in the next one.